Hello, and to all who are watching this video, please know I understand you. I understand your fears, your doubts, your worries, and your concerns. And I'm here to tell you it's never too late. It's never too late to walk away from the Democratic Party. All you have to do is call the number on the screen, 1-800-BLINK twice. There are people right behind me waiting to receive your call. There are therapists right around the corner waiting to guide you, support you, assist you in this transition. I know that it's difficult. I know that it comes with shame, sometimes even regret. But now's the time. It's never too late. Just call, pick up the phone, and dial 1-800-BLINK twice.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back. I am Van, and we are
Hello.
all the LFR family. Thank y'all so much for pulling up and clicking the play button. Hopefully, you hit that like button as well. That's the only price of admission for our live streams is to simply hit the like button. And if you want to do some extra, feel free to share the video by hitting the share button below the video, copying the link, and sharing it on Reddit, LinkedIn, Facebook groups, and X. All right? That short that I just now played comes from the Community Ledger YouTube channel. I got the link inside of the description just in case you want to go check it out and share it. That joint, I think it was absolutely phenomenal. The first time I saw it, I thought it was hilarious. I believe that Democrats are in need of some type of support at this moment, and they're still a bit butthurt. I'm sure you all can tell by the 1,300 planned and highly expensive protest that was spread throughout the United States over the weekend that was supposed to be something really big to show their disdain toward Trump and his administration. But CNN went ahead and killed all of that. That's what this live stream is about. CNN killed all of that. All right. Make sure y'all hit the like button, gang. This will not be a very long live stream, but I needed to show y'all this right here. I thought it was absolutely phenomenal. I came across this video on X earlier today, and it was of CNN. It was of CNN that was, honestly, I want to say that they were showing love to Trump. I'm not even going to say that. They wasn't showing love to Trump. They was just telling the truth. And the truth, it just came out nice. That's it. They just didn't lie. They just didn't do what CNN usually does. You know what I mean? They didn't pander toward their audience. I don't know about this pivot toward honesty, but sometimes you'll get a sneak peek of it through CNN. But this actually happened. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button, man. I don't know if y'all seen this already, but I definitely want to share this with you all before I get gone, man. Shout out to all of you guys for pulling up, man. This is absolutely phenomenal. I'm going to play it. I'm not going to skip it or anything. Hit that like button, man.
We start, though, with breaking news at the Supreme Court. It just handed President Trump another win, allowing his administration to fire hundreds of probationary federal workers. I want to get straight to Paula Reed, who was looking.
Hold on. This is the wrong one. This is the wrong CNN. This is another win for Trump, but that's not the video that I wanted to play for y'all. Oh, okay. Somebody is winning, and somebody's on the winning side. Seems like anybody that voted for that guy is on the winning side because he's not doing anything but what he said he would do. Promises made, promises kept. The people that voted for him, they wasn't voting against Kamala. The people that voted for him voted for him. They voted for his policies. They voted for his promises. They voted for his personality. They voted for everything that Trump represents because we believe that he will make this country better than it is. All right, because the other people have been they've been pooping on us, bro. Let's just call it a buck. So let me go ahead and play this, man. Y'all let me know whatever y'all want me to know in the comments. Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button.
I think there was this concern among some folks that Donald Trump would come in for a second term and kind of be a lame duck. He ain't no lame duck. If anything, he's a soaring eagle. What am I talking about here? Let's talk about Trump executive orders in 2025. He's already signed 111 so far. That is the most at this point in a presidency in at least 100 years. In fact, it's the most in any single year, and we're only in April, since Harry S. Truman in the early 1950s. The bottom line is whether you like Trump or you don't like him, you can't say that he's coming and not try to deliver.
Hold on. Let me back this up just for a second. Now, this is why the Democrats continue to be butthurt, and they have to play the race card after they hear these stats. Numbers don't lie. Men lie, women lie. Numbers don't lie. I mean, they can be swayed. We all know that we can coerce the numbers. But this brother stepped in the office, stepped in the building, and started getting sugar honey iced tea done. And it just wasn't busy work. It just wasn't to seem busy or look busy. It's so that he can get all of the promises that he made. He really wanted to keep them bad boys. Let me go ahead and back this up just a little bit. I'm not going to interrupt it this time. Hit the like button, gang. Hit the like button.
Already signed 111 so far. That is the most at this point in a presidency in at least 100 years. In fact, it's the most in any single year, and we're only in April, since Harry S. Truman in the early 1950s. The bottom line is whether you like Trump or you don't like him, you can't say that he's coming and not try to deliver on what he at least believes was his promises on the campaign trail, and he's doing so in historic fashion.
How are people reacting to and feel about Trump's approach?
Yeah, okay. So Trump's approach here, what are we talking about? Trump's approach to presidential power. I think the American people recognize what he's doing here is completely different. We're talking, get this, 86% of the American public believes that Trump's approach to presidential power is completely different from past presidents, compared to only 14% who believe it is in line with precedent. And we're talking about at least 79% of Democrats, independents, and Republicans. So again, you can agree or you can disagree with Donald Trump, but what you can't disagree with is that he's doing things very differently. I have used the Frank Sinatra quote before. He is doing it, quote unquote, my way. And that is what Donald Trump has done throughout both of his presidential terms. And he's certainly doing that, Kate Baldwin, in term number 2.
Now, why that's important is because what she's about to ask next. All right. So first, he was talking about all of the work that Trump has been doing ever since he kicked open the door. He became the 47th president. He was 45th. Now he's 47th, right? Second term. And he said, I'm not going to waste any time getting anything done. I don't know if you remember what they said in the very first, and this video isn't done. In the beginning of the video, he said that Trump is not a lame duck president. Usually when you're on your last leg, and they don't believe that you can really do much, and we're just going to change all your stuff anyway. You can't really, you can't run for election again and all this other stuff, that you're pretty much just, I don't know, just biding time. You're making all these different changes that we're just going to remove anyway. But what he's doing, he's letting America know, he's letting American citizens know that these, all of these corrections could have been done in the last presidency. Everything that they told you about me not being able to get anything done or going against the will of the people is completely a lie. And he's showing it right now. That's why the only thing that they can go to is the race card, or is the he hate women card, or is the fascism card, or he's going to be a dictator. We're going to scare you in whatever type of way we can possibly scare you. That's what we're going to do. And then they lock into how different is his approach to being a president this time versus any other presidents in American history. 86%, and this is Democrats, Republicans, progressives, all answering this poll. 86% of the people said that he's doing it completely differently, and 14% says that it's in line with the precedent, all right, set by other presidents, all right? So why this is important is because he realized that the way that we've been doing things, having meeting after meeting after meeting, everybody voting and don't really want to get anything across, don't really want to get anything done. You got all of his ops, everybody that's in the Senate and House, everybody that's beefing with him, that vote against him, no matter if it's a good thing or a bad thing. He didn't want to even, he said, you know what, we're going to cut through all the red tape. We're going to get it done. We're going to cut through all the red tape. We're going to go ahead and start getting sugar honey iced tea done, because we don't know how much time we got. And that's exactly what he's been doing with them executive orders. And it's been working. It's been working, bro. It's been working. So he didn't want to wait 3.5 years like the Biden Kamala administration, Biden Harris administration, trying to correct illegal immigration, waiting for a bill to pass for 3.5 years and blaming it on everybody that's voting. He didn't want to do that just to get one issue squared away. No, he kicked in the door on his very first day and started moving moving things forward, putting people in place like Tom Homan and saying, I want this done and I want it done now. Putting Elon Musk in place and creating Doge. I want this done and I want it done now. Everything's being done in his first 100 days. Bro, he's killing it. He's killing it. Now watch what they say in the remainder of this video. Guys, again, hit the like button if you have not already. I promise you I'm not glazing this brother. I'm just pointing out the fact that he is doing exactly what he said he would do. And watch this right here. This one right here blew my mind. Watch this.
So completely differently, clearly they agree, but is it, take it a step further, do the people think he has too much, he's taken too much power?
Yeah, this I think is the real question, right? You can believe that he's doing stuff completely differently, but do you think that he has a little too much power or not? And this is interesting. So Trump's presidential power is too much, the right amount, too little. Well, 47% say too much, but then you get 36% who say the right amount. Then you get 17% who say too little. So you're essentially dealing with a majority of the American public, 53%, who do not say that Trump has too much power. They either says he has too little power or the right amount of power. So the idea, that argument that Donald Trump is quote unquote a king, that I don't think holds with the American people. It does hold maybe with 47%, but with the majority of folks, they believe Donald Trump's doing something completely differently, and they don't believe he has too much power. And the executive orders he signed certainly suggest he's no lame duck. He is, as I said at the beginning, a soaring eagle.
And there you have it. There you have it. The 47% of the people that said he has too much power, those are clearly, you already know who they are. Those are clearly people who already look at him as a dictator. They're believing, they're drinking all the Kool-Aid. They don't have facts. Most of them don't even know what a tariff is. Most of them don't know how America is being positively impacted right now. How we're reestablishing our position as the most powerful nation in the world. That's what we're doing. Whereas you have many Americans that don't even know what a tariff is, believing that we're kicking ourselves in the ass and we should give our enemies whatever they want just so we can continue to live comfortably in our own delusion. Now, if I'm saying this incorrectly, y'all already know I'm a novice when it comes to politics. Never said I was an expert. Feel free to correct me inside of the chat. I'm looking forward to it. But it just is what it is. This is CNN. This is not Fox. This is not Newsmax. This is not even Forbes. This is CNN. We know what side they lean. We know how much they play the race card. We know that they love to force that whole victimhood and oppression on the people because they know how impactful it is. They follow the rules of their donors a lot more than a Newsmax would. So for them to say this, it holds a little weight, in my opinion. Just my humble opinion. Just my humble opinion. So the 47% of individuals that said he has too much power, that says Trump has too much power, come on. Trump derangement syndrome. That's all. And not only Trump derangement syndrome, but these are simply people that says Trump is bad, and that's how I'm gonna vote. Period. Trump is bad. But 53% of our country, I don't care how many people hit the block in protests that he's doing this wrong and he's doing that wrong. You know what type of people this is? This, and I don't know how many people watch. How many of you watch sports? Just let me know if you know watch sports. These are I don't know, fans, salty fans of a sports organization who don't even know the plan for the season, but based off of who they hire or what team they have together, they automatically count it as a bad season. They automatically know that since you put this person in place to be the head coach, that our entire season is ruined, and it's all because of you. It's all, and most times we don't know what the hell we're talking about. We're not in the front office. We just go off of what Stephen A. and other sports experts tell us. But for the most part, we just think we know the plans, and we don't. A great majority of our country do not know the plans. They don't. And the one other thing I want to put on this is this brother has been extremely transparent. He's not doing any sneak attacks. Everything that he says everything he's doing right now, he actually gave us warning that these things are going to be happening. I'm going to make government smaller. I'm going to bring back new jobs. I'm going to get all of the illegal criminals up out of our country. He said that. It's not a sneak attack. So shout out to CNN for sometime being honest. I appreciate that, man. I mean, for somebody who I now look at, politics as something cool to watch, I think that's I think it's refreshing. But no matter how honest CNN is about the polls that they put out there, we still going to have people who are going to play the race card. So obviously on MSNBC, this happened. Make sure you hit the like button, gang.
I don't know what it's going to take for the American people, for 78 million Americans, to deal with what motivated them to make the choice to elect this man again, to make the choice that will allow these people to undermine every fundamental assumption we have, that you can just be disappeared. And then they can argue that, a court is getting in the way of their ability to exercise, foreign policy in some ways, right? I don't know what it's going to take for 78 million Americans to deal with what motivated them to make this choice. And the choice that they've made, we have to just be honest, is to literally throw the Republican to the trash bin. And this is just one example. The tariffs is another, right? They made the choice. Now, what was behind it? We have to grapple with it, because it's the snake, it's the beast coiled up in the heart, the bosom of the country, as Frederick Douglass said. And the fact that they are doubling down on this shows you what kind of human beings they actually are.
Say more.
We chose a felon who is more interested in loyalty, who's more interested in retribution, who's more interested in grift than in democracy. And we chose a felon because we didn't want to elect a black woman. So to read that, to actually explicate that.
Yeah, you heard that. I'm just going to just take it back 5 seconds. Did y'all hear that part? Did y'all hear that the 78 million people who voted for Trump, you only voted for Trump so that you not have to elect a black woman? When you were in that voting booth, you wasn't giving a damn about which one of these presidents were going to be a better president, which one of them were going to correct all of the wrongs we have been making in the last 4 years. You wasn't thinking about none of that. You didn't care about bringing back jobs. You didn't care about the economy. You ain't give a damn about none of that. You ain't care about keeping us out of wars. You didn't care about none of that. All you cared about, and I'm talking to all 78 million of you who voted for Trump, all you cared about was making sure that a black woman did not get this job, because this job belongs to a white man, not a black woman. That's what you was thinking about in the booth. Quick show of hands in the comments. Give me a thumbs up if you voted for Trump, or thumbs down if you voted against Trump, or you voted against Kamala because she was black. All right. Thumbs up if you voted for Trump. to be the president, or thumbs down because you voted against Kamala because she was black. Because that's what this brother is saying. Play this one part one more time. This is ridiculous, bro. It's like they said that he's the king of grift. He's the king of grift. Did you not hear how many times Kamala changed her voice? How many times Kamala tried to blend in with the people she was talking to and telling her same old damn story about growing up as in a single parent home, middle class with good grass, working at McDonald's? You talk about grift? Okay, here we go. Here we go. This is ridiculous. Look at all these people. They voted for Trump. They voted for Trump. I didn't see one person that said they voted against Kamala because she's black. Everybody voted for Trump. All right, come on, let's continue. Watch this, bro.
And we chose a felon because we didn't want to elect a black woman. So to read that, to actually explicate that, is to say we would rather destroy the republic than for that to have happened. And until we grapple with it, there's no amount of protesting I could do. There's no amount of resistance that could come into play to actually force 78 million people to grapple with what motivated them to put themselves in this position.
This right here is the ultimate slap in the face to people who are thinking individuals. This right here is the ultimate slap in the face to anybody who say that they love this country and are patriots to this country. This right here just completely disregard the I don't know, bro. It's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It really is. It really is. He's saying that all 78 million people that voted for Trump only voted for him so that we not have a black woman. Let me tell you something, bro. And I'm talking to this gentleman. This gentleman's name is, what's his name? What is this guy's name, bro? What is his name? What is his daggone name, man? I'm going to find it out. I'm going to find this guy's name out. Yeah, I'm going to find his name because this is ridiculous, man. This is ridiculous. For him to say something like that shows how out of touch he is. It shows that he believed that all we got to do is hit the street and start complaining, hit the street with a protest or two, and then we can change things. Bruh, you ain't Dr. King. This ain't that. This ain't about civil rights. This ain't about freedom. We've had our freedom for a long damn time, bro. This is somebody who is probably sitting on millions in the bank, and he is acting his ass off, talking about we voted against our people. All because we didn't want a black woman. She's not black. That's one. So that right there makes everything he said pointless. She's not a black woman. She's not. Y'all know Dr. Umar Johnson, right? Dr. Umar Johnson calls himself the King Kong consciousness, the king of African what is it, panism, something like that. And he was on a podcast, and these young guys asked him about Kamala, and he said, no, she's not black at all. She's not black. She's not an African American. She has a darker hue. She has melanin in her skin, but she's not black. She never said that she was black up until she started to accept and play that role very, very well. So that's what you call a grifter. Somebody that's not something, but they play a role so that they can achieve a certain goal. That's a grifter. What exactly is Trump doing today that he never said he represent or claims? He said he never said that he is. He never said that he would do. What exactly is he doing that makes him a grifter? Where did he lie to us? when he was running for president, and then he won, and then he made a 180. What were those areas? And I'm looking inside the chat right now. Please let me know what those areas are. I see also S. Hoffman. Thank you so much for pointing that out. How we got all these people watching and we only got that little bit of likes. Hit the like button, guys. That's the only price of admission for the live stream, man. Just hit the like button. It ain't a whole lot. Just pat out. See, all of y'all acting like independent voters. Y'all like, I don't know yet. I'm not sure yet if I'm going to like this post. Pinky up, sipping tea. Feel free. You ain't got to like it. But, yeah. Where did he grift? If you're talking about the grifter, that would be Kamala. If you're talking about how the country was going, and she said that she wouldn't change a thing, you ignorant bastards, man. She said she wouldn't change a thing. She would do everything the way that Biden was doing things. The country was not doing well, bro. It wasn't doing well. Everything was going down. Everything. And then we were replacing American citizens with illegal immigrants, giving them all the rights that Americans usually have. They got voting rights. They got money in their pockets. They got free shelter. We was pooping on the heads of American citizens. We were acting like we didn't even care about other Americans over the immigrants we were bringing in here. Why would anybody vote that way if you claim you care for American citizens? You're lying. You're lying. At the end of the day, and this is why they call y'all white nationalists. Check this out. I seen somebody wrote, and who said it? Who said it? Lisa Tagliabue, I can't say your last name. Lisa T. She said God's favor is a huge help to President Trump too. Oh, we already know that. But that's why they're trying to kick God out of everything. They're trying to take God out of government. They're trying to take God out of school. They're trying to take God out of our Constitution. Be honest with you, they're trying to change all of the rules. They're trying to break up the nuclear family. Everything. They're trying to say that if you're not moving in their direction, then you are filled with hate. I think we were doing just fine when we were just a couple of genders. I think we were just a couple of pronouns. I think we were just cool. We were doing all right. But now they're trying to force feed us stuff. And if we don't eat it, then we are the bad ones. Not everybody want to play your games. Not everybody want to live in the debaucherous way that you live. Nobody want to do that. Like, we'll let you have it. Go ahead. Feel free. Take it. Take it. I'm good. But you're white nationalists and you're trying to force feed. See, they say that they can force feed you if you're a Christ believer, if you're a God-fearer. They can force feed you because you're trying to force feed religion on them. You're trying to force feed a way of life on them. You're trying to force feed loving your neighbor. You're trying to force feed putting children and women first. You're trying to force feed a man being over a family as a good thing. That's not a good thing. A man shouldn't be over a family. How dare you? A woman can be over a family. A child can be over a family. A child should be able to tell us in elementary school if they want to remain the sex that they are. And if they don't, they should be able to tell teachers in confidence that they want to change it. And we don't have to report this to their parents. I'm sorry, but that sounds like the philia that begins with pedo. In my opinion, that's moving in the wrong direction. That's taking protections away from the children. In my opinion, why do Democrats always got to play the race card? You ain't always got to play the race card. Like, you can communicate your position just fine and get it across to people, and they will understand it, probably even empathize with you without you having to play the race card, especially if you consider yourself to be intelligent. But if you don't, then that's the thing to go to. I don't know if y'all heard in that video, but I think the lady, the host of the show, thought that man was cooking, because she said, "Go on." Like, this dude stopped. I don't know if you ever heard a freestyle before. Like, in a freestyle, when they cooking, they
For the American people.
Hold on one second.
For 78
There was one part in this where she said, "Keep going. Carry on." Hold on one second.
They are doubling. Shows you actually are.
Say more.
There you go.
Say more.
There you go. Hold on one second.
Country is Frederick Douglass.
So when he was in the middle of doing his soliloquy, listen to what she says. She says, "Say more," because she wanted to hear him play the race card. She heard the anger in his voice, and she thought, "Oh, we're on to something right now. We need for you to cook and say the thing that we know you can say. Come on, black man. Only you can play the race card on this panel. I can't. I'm just a white woman. I need you to do it for me. Pick up what I'm putting down, please." Watch her say more. Listen to this.
Said. And the fact that they are doubling down on this shows you what kind of human beings they actually are.
Say more.
Say more. Say more. And look at him. He's hesitant, but he's going to be obedient. This is what the Democrat Party is. White people put a black person in position and then do like this. I'm sorry, did I confuse anybody? And what do? We listen. We follow suit. And then it becomes a situation where they don't want to be seen as the puppet, so they will project that onto other black people who think opposite of them and who vote opposite of them and say that they are the puppets, like Jasmine Crockett when she was on Breakfast Club. And she started talking about Byron Donalds being the person that listens to the puppeteer and say whatever mess or tell him to say, which forces Byron Donalds to clap back and say, I write my own talking points. I'm not controlled like you. She said, "Say more. Look at this man's face before he says more." This is the Democrat Party. This is how it goes.
We chose a felon.
Look, she said, "Say more." This guy was clearly done, and watch him have to think of something on the fly. And what he thought of was race card. Race card. You can't go wrong with race card. Race card. You can't go wrong with race card.
Beings they actually are.
Say more.
We chose a felon who is more interested in loyalty, who's more interested in retribution, who's more interested in grift than in democracy. And we chose a felon because we didn't want to elect a black woman.
Say more, black man. But this time, play that race card. Oh, yeah, you're doing it. Yeah, that's the stuff. That's the stuff. There you go. You on it now. You doing it. And he did not disappoint. They said, "Look, Joy Reid is no longer here. We need some people to play the, you know what I mean? We need you to do the Joy Reid." When I say more, that means do the Joy Reid. Tap into your, what does Mika say? Tap into your bald-headed reasoning. And he did just that. Didn't even have to look. Okay. You want more? I got more. Watch out now. About to pull his race card out of my pocket. You sure you want this race card? You sure you want it? Bow. Slapped it on the table like he playing spades. Bow. Slapped it on the table like he playing dominoes. Just crashed out the board. But yeah, wanted to share that with y'all before I get ghost, baby. Y'all let me know whatever y'all want me to know in the comments, man. Y'all have been absolutely amazing. Thank you all to all of my blues, man. Y'all are absolutely dope for always leading the charge and being here to help a brother out. I appreciate y'all, man. And y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night. And make sure y'all like this video, share this video. And for everybody considering doing content creation, make sure you check this out, right? We have been helping people grow online. It has been absolutely amazing. We have helped many content creators get from zero to monetization in under 30 days. We even have a couple of these superstars who did it in 1 or 2 weeks. If you want to learn how to do YouTube, I don't care your age, I don't care what skills or talents you have. Trust me, I can help you do it effortlessly. Just reach out to me with the word coach and we can get it done. One more thing. We have a YouTube course that I just now created. I'm extremely proud of, and a lot of people are getting so much from. Purchase that course and work with us. You can join our private Facebook group and our daily group calls, which is 3 to 5 days per week, and you can learn so much more than you've ever learned before. I can't wait to hear from you. Love you. Peace.